Outstanding. Good morning, Rebels. Shanghai 6 here, Front Towards Gamer. I just had to get this to you as quickly as possible. Who am I talking to right now?
Hi, my name is Scott Youngblood. I'm lead designer on Firefall, Red 5's new game.
Okay, what? I'm just blown away. I just finished watching the presentation. First off, PC MMO, correct?
PC, but we're not an MMO. We are first and foremost a shooter. Red 5, that's the game that we wanted to make. But we realized that there was a lot more we could do with the shooter than had been done before, so we really set out with two main goals. First was to make a really awesome shared open world co-op game that could be participated in with hundreds of players at a time. It's not just you and your four buddies, it's hundreds in this world. It really feels alive. And then the second main area of the game that we're focused on is a highly competitive team-based action shooter where your army can sign up, engage in ladder play and multiplayer tournaments against other highly organized armies.
Okay, now you say hundreds of people, but co-op. Explain the schism there.
So the world is very large, right? So you're going to be doing missions for yourself, but there will also be hundreds of other players in that same world doing missions right alongside you. They can either do the missions with you, do their own missions, whatever. The whole world is constantly brimming with dynamic missions that are always going on, so you're never quite sure what the state of the world is going to be at a given time.
So primarily it's you and another person, but you can call other people into missions and things like that? Is it an instance kind of a situation?
No,
or
it's a shared open world space with you and hundreds of other players. I mean, in that sense, it is kind of similar to an MMO, but we are first and foremost a shooter.
Oh, absolutely. Let me tell you guys, you got to see it. It looks like a mashup between a Team Fortress 2 and a Borderlands with the cel-shaded graphics. Looks fabulous. Looks and plays like a shooter should. So if you want to go ahead and fire up the demo here, and we'll get a little gameplay here so my folks can see what you're talking about.
All right, let's go ahead and launch into the game.
All right.
All right, so here I am, I'm on Earth, and I'm playing an assault battle frame. We're a class-based game, and our frames actually dictate what your class is going to play. You as a player can switch between these frames at any time, deciding on which role you want to fill. Here I'm playing the assault, which the assault is really designed to pump out offensive damage. Here I'm going to go ahead and sign up for a dynamic mission, and I can do that through the world map. This is going to show me which missions are currently available, but I'm going to choose this one, this Crystite deposit, because this is the resources that I'm after. If I collect these resources, it enables me to upgrade my equipment, my weapons, and it's a very important thing in Firefall. So thumping is actually an army tech piece of equipment. I can call this down through the call down menu, and it will create a thumper request at that location. Now this is actually going to go out and send the request, and at some time later this thumper will appear at this location and begin collecting resources. Alright, so it's going to go ahead, open up, and start thumping, and it will collect resources over time. But during this, my job is to actually prevent any bugs from killing this thing. It creates a lot of noise. They tend to not like it. So this is my job.
And how many people can you have playing to defend this thing? Is it like
you can have as many as you want, but typically this is a squad-based activity. So between 2 to 5 is a good number. You'll see, since I'm doing this by myself, I'm probably going to get a little overwhelmed later. All right, so here we see a dropship. All right, a dropship is a feature that I can use to go from location to location and travel across large distances very fast. If I didn't use this, there's other transportation available to me as well. Firefall is set on Earth. The year is 2233. Humanity's overuse of Crystite caused this catastrophe to occur, which unleashed this melding force, this energy cloud that covered almost the entirety of Earth. What we're looking at here is the last remaining bastion of humanity called New Eden. And this is a large-scale open-world space. Everything you see down below us here is all playable space. There's missions that are going on all the time. So here we're approaching Dredge. Dredge was founded on the largest known remaining Crystite deposit outside of the melding. It's a very important location for us to protect. Get a good look at the drill here as we're moving into town. So Dredge is one of our shared open world towns. In this town, I can do any sorts of activities, from buying and selling equipment, upgrading the equipment I already have, forming armies, or just general socializing with other players.
How many of these kind of hub worlds or hub cities are there in the world?
There are multiple cities out in the world. We're not giving exact details on the size of our world yet, but that will be releasing in the upcoming months.
Well, the fact that you were talking about during the demo, where, as you'll see here in a little bit, there's an invading army called the Chosen, and that you had pretty much kind of hinted that, oh, by the way, they can take over the city and you lose the town.
That is correct. So if they do take over the town, I won't be able to do any of these functions that I'm about to show you. Like the forge will not be available. I won't be able to buy or sell things to the NPCs. So it's a way for us to really make the world feel dynamic and give the player something to care about, because if the Chosen take this town over, you can't use it.
Okay, what happens if they take it over? Can you set up a raid kind of structure to take it back?
Yeah, if they take over the town, then you have to take it back from them, and dynamic missions will be created for you to do that. So here we have a new assault, or a new attacker, which we call a melding titan. These things are not to be trifled with. All by themselves, they can probably take out the whole town. My hand weapons are probably not enough to deal with this, but luckily, these social spaces like Dredge come installed with defensive structures called turrets. All right, so we'll make our way over there. Nice. Okay, let's see if I can make my way up there. Now I'm getting into a turret. This is a very powerful piece of equipment. These can also be upgraded with your army tech. And go ahead and take out that Titan.
And there you have it.
Which is one more big announcement that we're here making at the show, that coming end of 2011, you and all your friends can download and play Firefall for free.
All right, there's got to be some sort of microtransactions or something. Something's got to be funding this. What's your angle?
So we are going to do a microtransaction model. We'll work out the details of exactly what those transactions will be later, but we're very adamant about one thing, is not being able to buy your way to power.
Good choice, good choice. All right, well, I got to tell you, I'm excited. I literally got the email an hour ago, and this has been a complete surprise, and I'm very much looking forward to this. So good luck in the process, and thanks for talking with us this morning. This is Shanghai 6 out.
Bye.
Thanks again.
Thanks.